Hey guys, what's up? What's up? Late night chit chat. How is everybody doing? So listen guys, let's get right into this, okay? I just wanna say my deepest condolence goes out to Sanchez on the behalf of the death of his mom, and news has broken that he has also lost his son. Okay, Sanchez's mother name was Bridget Ernestine Ivy. She was 74 years old. She passed away in Canada from cervical cancer on the 19th of April. Okay, so it was said that Sanchez didn't take that so well because he was so close to his mom that the death of his mom affected him so bad that he cannot even talk much or say much because the death of his mom really hit him hard. Listen, when you have a mom that you bond that close with, and you know she's no longer here with you, of course that is going to hit real hard. So he lost his mom, and on the day that his mom was being buried, he got news that his son also was shot and killed in Bedward Garden in Kingston. So they say when it rains, it really pours. You understand me? I don't know if the son was involved in anything, but as far as the mom go, we know that the mom was a devoted Christian living in England. Died from natural causes. She was 74 years old. So in times like these, when people live to see that age, you have to give God thanks, because what's going on in this world today, a lot of people is not making it to see even their 30s. So my condolences goes out to Sanchez. So his son, his 21-year-old Kevin Anthony Jackson, his father, he carries his father's name, which means he's a junior, the father is a senior. And it was three of them that was gunned down in that attack. 21-year-old Kevin Anthony Jackson, which is Sanchez's son, 24-year-old Mason Rashad Edwards, aka Boppy, and an 18-year-old Keena Ray, aka Brains. It is reported that they were at a party or coming from a party, and they were pounced upon by unknown assailants. Resident hear gunshot ringing out. Upon further investigation, three men were found in a dirt track in that area, out of which it was later determined that 21-year-old Kevin Anthony Jackson was the son of Sanchez. Okay? So listen, it is not easy for, you know, you wake up in the morning and well, today is the day that I'm going to put my mother to rest. And boom, you know, this is what happens. This is what happens. You get news that your son also gone. It is not easy. It is not an easy pill to swallow. And we know that he wasn't taking the death of his mother. He was taking the death of his mother very hard. So imagine his own son. You know, it's not easy. But my condolences goes out to Sanchez. And guys, I just want to say this. Most of the times when we hear of people dying in Jamaica is because of they coming from a party, they was at a domino table, or and the party was like they coming from the party early in the morning or late in the morning, and this and that happens. Guys, please take your safety into consideration. You understand me? You just never know when things is gonna happen. You understand? Please make sure that you are beware of your surrounding. It could be that I don't know what he's involved in, nobody knows, but at this time we're gonna say that this man is innocent. You understand me? He was maybe at the wrong place at the wrong time. Could be that they come for somebody else, and because he's there, get it as well. So, and for those of you probably who don't know who Sanchez, if you don't know who Sanchez is, then you probably don't know reggae music at all. You know what I mean? Sanchez is a veteran reggae singer slash dancehall artist who was born on November 30, 1964. Real name is Kevin Anthony Jackson. He got a lot of songs such like Lonely Won't Leave Me Alone, Chronic, Brown Eye Girl, Never You Diss the Man with the Angle, and a lot of songs. So Sanchez still was well known in the entertainment fraternity, and it's so sad that, you know, this is happening to him. As they say, when it rains, it really, really pours. And I just have to say my deepest condolences to him and his family throughout this difficult times, because it's not easy to get news that on the day that you're burying your mama, that your son drop out also. That's not easy. That's, you know, I don't know, even if you're that tough, even if you're that tough, things like this or news like this is gonna literally break you down. You understand? Because it's never easy to deal with the death of a loved one, knowing that you're not gonna see them again. You're not gonna see or hear from them again. It's hard to deal with, and it can be depressing on him, because it's a lot. For those who knows. If you don't know, well, I guess that's a part that you don't want to know. But and maybe a lot of people's gonna say, well, why is it that he's in Canada and his son is still living in the ghetto? What is it the case that the son don't want to leave? Your son wants to remain there. What if his mom is there and that's where he chooses to stay? He want to stay with his mom there in there. Maybe a lot of people are saying that. Why didn't he take his son out? But as I said before, maybe that's the reason why the son didn't want to come. Okay, so condolences again to Sanchez and his entire family during this difficult time. Guys, if you can give up a prayer, I'll just pray for them, because they really, really need some prayers right now. Next thing I want to talk about is the $8 million Duke and Duchess visit to Jamaica. $8 million. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. People look how far. Me have to count before me reach at 8. $4 million was said to be for the dinner. So me want to know why not that dinner day that cost rack up all of $4 million. What kind of dish there some uno prepare so that cost a whole $4 million? And I can remember sometime back then when the war in Ukraine happened, right? And we have our own Jamaican nationals there, and they wanted to come home. It was said that in order for them to come home, a loan will be granted to them, which means that the government is going to give them a loan for them to pay their ticket to come back to Jamaica. And when they arrive in Jamaica, they will have to pay back that loan on different terms. You understand me? Your own Jamaican people who could not afford education in Jamaica and have to go all the way to Ukraine to study. You understand me? War broke out in Ukraine and they wanted to come home, and you giving them a loan. You understand me? You could not pay their tickets to come home. You offering them a loan to come home. But here it goes, $8 million. $8 million rack up for the Duke and Duchess visit to Jamaica. I need somebody to tell me, how is this beneficial to Jamaica? What is the reason for this visit to Jamaica? How is that impacting the price of flour and sugar and cost of living in Jamaica? You know how much people in Jamaica suffer? You know how much people in Jamaica can't find food to eat and drink? You know how much people homeless in Jamaica? You understand me? Because the rising cost and inflation keep going up higher and higher and higher, and the average Jamaican people who are living below the poverty line can no longer afford these things. Things as simple as a tin mackerel or a pound of chicken back. You better believe, say, there are Jamaicans who living below poverty line cannot find the money to buy a pound of chicken back or a tin of mackerel. You understand me? The cost of one bread of almost $500 in Jamaica. So how will people living below the poverty line in Jamaica manage what is going on in Jamaica? And our Prime Minister use $8 million to welcome people who are way better than the people in Jamaica. These people are the people who put you in power. You understand me? I them make no dash part another day. I them go no vote. And when you go in a house of parliament, you know, cock up underneath, you know, AC, and sit down on a big chair and John snore. I don't remember about the little people who know bottom down there, so. You understand me? Crime and violence does not affect you, because you live in an uptown society. You don't have guardsman 24-hour security. You understand me? You don't have no big dog them. You don't live in a gated community. So nothing can come there, so. But what happened to the little people who live down this way can't afford the basic necessities? What happened to them? How them are going to survive? But we can't spend $8 million on foolishness. I need somebody to tell me and explain to me what was the reason for this visit and how is this beneficial to Jamaica. Because the cost of food keep going up, and we can't go afford it. You understand? We really can't afford it. Because the people are working and not seeing what they're working for. Because they're just working hand to mouth. Especially when they have to take bus to go which part then it is not working out for them. You understand? We're not increasing basic minimum wage. So how can we survive? Why never take $4 million out of that and go help some family who need? Go put some grocery on some people table. Why we never do that? Why we keep spending money on people better than we average Jamaican? You understand? We were born and raised in Jamaica. And yet so we there suffer like a dog and no help coming from MP nor people in the House of Parliament. This is just, listen, I just don't get it. I really don't get it. $8 million for 2 people. $8 million for 2 people. It's just absurd. Understand me? Next thing I want to talk about is the policeman, Constable Donald Carr, 36 years old, who was on his way to work, lost control of his vehicle, died. It was said that the accident happened from around 7 p.m. and it takes almost 5 hours later for help to reach this man, for him to be transported to the hospital, which he later died at 3 this morning. You understand me? It is said that they didn't have any money to go through the toll because the closest patrol team nearby could not access the toll because they didn't have money. You understand me? So they have to wait for the St. Anne police to drive all the way there to go and get this man, whereas his life could have been saved if help have reached him ASAP. What I want to know is that why is it that the emergency vehicle does not have access to the tolls? I believe that all emergency vehicles should have complete access to any toll road in Jamaica. Yes, people are going to say they're going to abuse this, but how will you know if the emergency is not real or not? You know, money cannot get back nobody's life. You understand me? If money could not get back people's life, I whole pass and dead gone and be alive today. But money can't save nobody's life. You understand me? So I want to know what is the agreement between the government and the toll road operators that they could not let through emergency vehicle to reach the officer. You understand me? Before he could have lost his life, because his life could have been saved, but the nearest patrol team was too far away. And yes, people might wonder, so how come the officer not have no money? People, this is typical Jamaican people, and every day people are going to have money. For those who drive car every day, you can't find money to put gas in the car, if you drive go and go. You understand me? Even though they don't pay them much, they still go out and do their best every day. But yet still, come on, man. You shouldn't be denied access to a toll road because you don't have money. What kind of nonsense is this? I think the family of this man need to take up a lawsuit against this Jamaica government, because it shouldn't take the life of this man. It should not take the life of this man for us to put things in place. Things should have already been in place before we lose Constable Donald Carr. You understand me? Things should have already been in place. So this shouldn't happen. This should have been prevented. Emergency vehicle should have access to all toll road in Jamaica. You all need to sign that immediately before things like this happen, people. Because trust me, this is disgusting. I've never heard of such things like this happening in no other people country but Jamaica. What kind of slackness is this? What kind of slackness is this? The family need to take a lawsuit against them because this is total slackness on the part of the Jamaica government. They said the only vehicle that have a tag was in Ferry. Look how far that is to Golden Grove, St. Anne, where the officer was involved in the accident. Maybe the man could have been alive this minute if help has reached him on time. But no, no. Because there was no money, help couldn't reach the man on time. So he lost his life just like that. And this is just going to be a case that is going to be forgotten about. You understand me? This is just total slackness. We shouldn't have to reach here before things are being put in place. You understand me? We need to preserve life and not just, lose life like this, because this is a police constable. He was on his way to do his duties. And yes, things happens because it's a car, it's man-made, so things will happen to it. But if proper things was in place, or proper assistance was in place, he could have been alive for this day. You understand me? We should not let this happen. No way, no form, no time, no day. So whatever arrangement you have with the Chinese people, you all need to revisit back that contract and make it known that all emergency vehicles should have access to any toll road in Jamaica. Doesn't matter what. So just imagine the regular members who is not a police officer who get per accident in a pandemic where they help can reach them. How much people lost their life like that? How much people lost their life in a circumstances like that because help cannot reach them when it's supposed to reach them. So they stay there and then imagine the man meeting an accident from 7 o'clock and the man did it until 5 hours later before help could reach him. That is not good. And they need to go up on a strike until this is being fixed. They need to walk off of the job, go on a strike. How much are they take for strike until this situation is being fixed? That's what these police officers needs to do. Because this shouldn't happen no time, no day. You understand me? And it is sickening. It is a disgrace on the part of the Jamaican government because this need to be corrected and corrected immediately. My condolences goes out to Constable Donald Carr. My condolences to him and his family, because the family, the colleagues, and everybody who was a part of this man, may his soul rest in peace. Guys, what are your thoughts on these 3 topics? I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Bye.